Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are well, fine, safe inside your homes. So now today let us continue with third chapter in civics, that is, why do we need a parliament? Is it even important for us to have a parliament or not? So it is very much important for us to understand and know the role of parliament, because if we don't know, if we don't understand the role of parliament, how can we define or how can we determine that is it even important for us to have a parliament or not? So it becomes very much important to know and understand the role of parliament. So what is the role of parliament? It is divided into three parts: to select the national government. I repeat, the first main role is to select the national government, to control, guide and inform the government, and law making. So these are the three different things, that are three different roles or the functions which are of the parliament. So firstly, to select the national government. So the parliament consists of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, all of you know it. Then it will have a opposition party. It means that there will be one ruling party and there will be one opposition party. So if today I am getting say 60% votes and you are getting 40% votes, so you will be called as opposition party and I will be called as ruling party. Why I will be called as ruling party? Because I have got the maximum share of the votes, that is 60% of the votes I am getting, so I will be under the ruling party and you will be under the opposition party. Then the next is the prime minister, the leader, the ruling party. They have to select the ministers, that is the education of minister, finance minister, home minister. So these are what, where you are actually forming the type of government you want. So health minister, finance minister, railway minister, education minister, IT minister, that is electronics and telecommunication minister. So there are many different types of ministers like this which we actually need in our country for the better functioning of it. So this is what the role of parliament is. So it is very important that we should have a parliament. Now second is to control, guide and inform the government. I repeat, the second is to control, guide and inform the government. So generally the first hour of sitting of the Lok Sabha is devoted to questions, and that hour is called the question hour. So in that 1 hour, in that is the first hour, there will be questions asked, and that is known as question hour. So MPs, which is the members of the parliament, are free to ask questions to the ministers of that government to get information on public concern matters. It means they are MPs, that is the member of parliament. They are free to ask the ministers about some important questions that they have related to the public concerns. Next is opposition party. So over here opposition party plays a very important role. It plays a very healthy function, that is it highlights the drawbacks, policies and programs. So there are certain policies, programs which have to be made by the government, and it becomes very much important for them to look into those matters very seriously and carefully. So this way parliament will control, guide and inform the government. I repeat, in this way parliament will control, inform and guide the government. And the third part is law making. So in the law making there are certain stages which we have in our country. So how it can be actually made a law. So the first stage is introduction stage, that why do you need to make such a law. The second stage is discussion stage. So in that stage you need to discuss whatever thing you want to make it a law, you have to discuss it with others. And the third reading is the voting stage, that are the people willing to make it as law or not. And the last is president's assent, that is the president okay with this thing, that yes, it can be made a law, it has to be followed and it can be made a law or not. So if you don't get the president's assent, that is if you don't get the president's permission, you cannot make anything into the law. So this is what is important. And now who are the people in the parliament? See, people can be of different backgrounds. It is not that if I am a Gujarati I cannot be a member of parliament. I can be, whether I am a Gujarati or a Maharashtra, I can be the part of government. And there the seats are also reserved. Earlier it was there for 1/3 of the seats were reserved for the women. MPs elected are, they can be Dalit or Adivasis also. So even reservation for them were given earlier. So this is what we actually see, that there are many different people coming from the different backgrounds in the parliament. So now let us have a recap. We understood the role of parliament, that is to select the national government, to control, guide and inform the government, and the third one is law making. So that was it for today. I hope you have understood all these concepts clearly. So that was all. Thank you and have a nice day.